on Bridge.
Saludos capitanes y bienvenidos a Honkai Impact 3. Hoy vamos a ver una nueva sección. Vamos a analizar la preview que pudimos observar hace unos cuantos días, que fue liberada en los canales oficiales de Honkai Impact, donde pudimos ver a detalle qué es lo que nos va a esperar en esta nueva versión 4.6, donde primero que nada pues todos ya sabemos que vamos a poder conseguir a Hersher of Sentience, entre otros regalos. Pero la verdad es que en este video que revelaron hay bastante información nueva, entonces vamos a verlo primero y después vamos a realizar pequeños comentarios para analizar lo que nos espera en esta nueva versión del juego. Y sin más que decir, comenzamos.
Hello Captains, we meet again. In the new year, we'll be showing you the latest version news with totally new looks.
Are you sure they are more interested in the hidden prize code?
Are prize codes the most attractive?
In fact, they are. How can news be more attractive than actual rewards?
In most situations, yes. However, when you lose count of bonuses, even hearing about a new version makes you excited. Version 4.6 will be the most special version of this year because we are doing the biggest giveaways to celebrate the new year.
Yes, in the late version 4.5, we're running a 7-day login event to welcome the new Hersher. Log in to claim 5 supply cards, play events in the version 4.6 to earn loads of crystals, a new outfit, S-rank battlesuit option, keys of the void, and more.
I can't wait anymore. Let's start off with a new Hersher of Sentience.
Many captains are curious about the story of designing her, so we invited the developers to introduce her to you.
Unlike Azura Imperia, the Hersher of Sentience is more egocentric and attention-seeking. So the Hersher battlesuit she has materialized is different from the previous ones. We decided to trade the long, billowing dress for more flamboyant details without making it look like she cares. This is our new twist on the Hersher style. We also designed a weapon case for her, which is a morph weapon inspired by clockwork boxes and works in Wuxia. We emphasized its menace in appearance. It contains 3 different weapons, but can also double as an edgeless greatsword, or a rideable flying sword. In version 4.5, we gave the bridge a new look. In the spring special version, marked by the Hersher of Sentience's debut, another new bridge look will become available. We hope you like it.
The Hersher of Sentience is in Fuhua, so we're aiming for an experience unlike the fist-fighting style before. Since she has the body and memory of Fuhua, she's naturally a weapon master who toys with her opponents by switching between weapons seamlessly. Her 3 weapons are unique in controls and hit feedback. They are designed to cover close, mid, and long-range combat respectively. The sword, as the main offense weapon, follows the principle of every move counts. Its attacks are swift and direct because they're meant to kill. For mid-range combat, she's got the spear. We incorporated spear dancing elements and her motions are less restrained. She can gather enemies by twirling the spear. The chain blade is an obscure weapon. To ensure she can hit enemies far away from her, most of its attacks are sweeps. So when enemies are standing in a line, players can cut through them like butter. Additionally, we sprinkled quirky actions everywhere, including ramming into enemies while riding her sword. To exhibit her confidence, fierce, and effortless style, Fuhua as a Hersher feels like a demonic overlord. She carries herself in a much more feral and dramatic way, resembling her total domination over her enemies.
We first reached the consensus that Fuhua would never become a Hersher. The reason is simple. We all know Fuhua has been fighting Honkai throughout her long life. She has been fighting Honkai for tens of thousands of years. She did everything for her mission. If she's corrupted by Honkai and becomes a Hersher, the foundations of this character will be rocked. We can't risk doing something so destructive. However, we reversed our thinking. Fuhua cannot become a Hersher, but a Hersher can become Fuhua. This idea should be fine. Maybe you still remember Fuhua got shot by Otto in Battle of the Schicksal. We retrieved that body of Fuhua. Otto is her friend, right? What if Otto healed her? What if Otto cared for her like he would an old friend and brought her back to life? After all, Fuhua has risen from the dead before in Saga of the Shattered Swords. We derive the following events from the premise that the 8th Hersher spawned in Fuhua's body. She accepted Fuhua's tremendous amount of memories and mistook herself for Fuhua. In this way, although Fuhua didn't become a Hersher, the outcome was similar, because a Hersher became Fuhua. Despite all of this, like any newborn, she is inherently curious and expectant about this world. When she acts, she's more like herself, not Fuhua. Nevertheless, we hope the Hersher of Sentience is not just a Fuhua with more power, or a Fuhua that is given in to the dark side. We want her to have her own personality. For example, when she tries to solve a problem, she'll apply more practical reasoning instead of binary reasoning. We know in the storyline of the game, from her entrance to the exit, she's always been restricted. Her body couldn't support her full capacity for many reasons. At the same time, she's the executor of Otto's will. Finally, she had to hide in Feng Huan Down's feather to mentor Kiana. She never had the chance to unleash her true power and fight the toughest enemies. It's unfortunate. So we wanted to stress the point when creating the Hersher of Sentience. We wanted her to fight the strongest character lore-wise without anything holding her back, to tell everyone how strong Fuhua is. This is why we made her fight Otto, Kevin, and others. Of course, her fight with Otto was one-sided, but this isn't a big deal when everyone loves it.
Te mato, viejo puto.
We thank everyone for liking the Hersher of Sentience. We hope players who know little about her will start paying attention to her, because she's interesting. And unlike those who came before her, she's more like a young girl, who's too young to shoulder the responsibilities forced upon her. But she's an unyielding soul. She might sound conceited at times, she might appear rowdy at times, and she might throw a tantrum because she can't tell who she is at times. She's being herself. We want to bring out the more realistic side of characters, to make players feel for them, and like them. So we thank everyone for accepting the Hersher of Sentience. We believe she'll shine in her own way. Thank you.
Let's delve deeper into the powers of this ancient Celestial. Hersher of Sentience weapon case contains a sword, spear, and chain blade. In her normal form, tap Ultimate to switch her weapon. Each weapon has a unique basic attack mode and combo attack. Hold attack to cast a special combo attack. In sword form, her combo attack pulls enemies and inflicts time lock. In spear form, her combo attack makes her launch the spear. When it hits, she pulls enemies and performs a combo. In chain blade form, her combo attack covers a wide range and stuns her targets. Her normal evasion creates a clone at her place, which pulls enemies before exploding. Her ultimate evasion triggers global time fracture. In normal form, she will ride her sword after running for a while, damaging any enemy she touches. Once she has gained 125 SP, hold Ultimate to cast her ultimate to deal heavy AoE damage and activate Hersher form. In Hersher form, Fuhua will attack like crazy using untransformed weapon case, which can stun her targets. The barrage of heavy blows will overwhelm her enemies, leaving them no chance to fight back.
Holy cow, you call that a support? I've never seen such an aggressive support. Sword riding is an ability rooted in Eastern xianxia fiction. This Fuhua is more like a celestial.
As the developers said, Fuhua's powers have been fettered for too long. Hersher of Sentinels has tapped into hidden powers. Her debut is accompanied by a new top-class weapon and stigma set. Her exclusive weapon, Keys of Oblivion, becomes Domain of Sentinels after being upgraded to Priam.
I like the design of this weapon, because its shape and palette are in accordance with the style of Hersher of Sentinels.
Not just the weapon, her exclusive stigma set, Shattered Swords, grants her greater power, including a boost on self and team damage.
If you think Hersher of Sentinels is only a support, think again. She has powerful damage output and powerful damage buff. She's almost perfect.
You can even drop the almost, since the new elf Roche provides the precious pulling effect. With her help, Hersher of Sentinels deserves to be called perfect.
There's still time. I'll save up crystals. Coupled with the rewards from the new version, I'm getting Hersher of Sentinels in 10 drops.
Then I wish you luck. Do you think crystals and supply cards make up all the rewards of the new version? Wrong. There's so much more.
A developer told us they're working on a customizable bridge. Captains can choose the background and music they like. Then 2 new bridge backgrounds feature different sceneries. Now I can finally style up my bridge.
There are 2 backgrounds. Which do you prefer?
Mount Taishan, of course.
Alright, then this background is going to all participating captains for free.
Whoa, awesome! Anything else?
There's always more. The beloved chibi shooter makes a comeback in the version event, Once Upon a Time in Shenzhou, with rewards. The free outfit we mentioned earlier is Starlist Astrologost's 4-star outfit, Herald of Spring. This exquisite Chinese-styled outfit is the perfect gift for the new year from the developers.
And Keys of the Void. Too bad I don't own Hersher of the Void.
Well, yes you do.
No need to come for me. I've never gotten her.
Pusher of the Void is joining the S-rank battlesuit option you mentioned at the start of the video. In other words, you can get Hersher of the Void and her exclusive weapon for free from the event. 23 Option Device Dual Attack will bestow the strongest advanced effects on the stigma. The farmable Divine Key Ghost will raise the attack of all battlesuits. Keys of the Void can be upgraded to Priam in the current version. Meet the conditions and Hersher of the Void will become one of his strongest battlesuits.
Goodness me, a reward like this is far more valuable than 100 supply cards. To people like me who's got bad luck, of course. Let's sum up the rewards. There are way too many rewards for me to remember. So many supply cards and crystals. I couldn't be happier.
Supply cards and crystals are still the only rewards you can remember? Though their numbers make it understandable, we still got more to offer. We're releasing a new Divine Key. Collect Divine Keys to improve the stats of every battlesuit. Hersher of Reason, Argent Knight Artemis, and Molotov Cherry are entering Dorm Supply. The Dorm system offers free Dorm Supply cards steadily. Don't forget it!
Okay, that's all for this update.
See you next time.
Y bueno, eso ha sido todo. Wow, la verdad es que hay muchas cosas que van a venir en esta nueva actualización. Bastantes cosas. Me gustaría, no sé, o sea, creo que no hay mucho que comentar. Todo ya lo especificaron de una manera muy clara. Va a haber muchas recompensas. Hersher of the Void gratis, Keys of the Void también gratis, el nuevo puente, las armas, el estigma de Fuhua, las nuevas Divine Keys, las tarjetas para el supply, muchísimas cosas más. Y wow, bueno, pues creo que sería todo por esta ocasión, capitanes. Espero que les haya agradado el video. No olviden comentar, suscribirse, compartir y nos vemos en el siguiente. Mucho éxito en esta nueva versión. Adiós.